a brief conversation about Pharmacare with the Premier this morning. The reality is far too many people are still squeezed on having to make choices between groceries and paying for needed medications. And the two areas that we recognize that being most acute that we're moving forward with right now, first of all, on contraception. We know that too many women are having to choose between getting the right medical device to be able to choose when to start a family and with whom. In some cases, significant upfront costs that they can't cover. And therefore, they don't have the kind of control over their life and career that they would want to have. And cost being a barrier for that isn't right in a country like Canada. So we are moving forward on making sure that women have access to prescription contraceptives through our new Pharmacare program right across the country. And secondly, our choice around diabetes. Diabetes, as people who are health professionals know, is the base factor in so many negative health outcomes. People who have diabetes have greater chances of heart challenges, of limb problems, circulations, amputations, eyesight. Diabetes is a main contributor to blindness in this country as well. And they're all things that can be avoided if someone actually takes the medications that will keep them safe and healthy through their long lives. But people are not able to afford diabetes medication in far too many cases. So not only does it lead them to worsening quality of life, but it leads to significant costs and pressures on our healthcare system as we're dealing with the consequences of someone not being able to pay for the insulin they needed. That's why our goal on Pharmacare is to make sure that the gaps in coverage that exist in every province across the country get filled in those two areas. That's a goal that I think everyone can agree with. I talked with Premier Smith. She said around 25% of people don't have Pharmacare coverage in Alberta, even though they have good, strong systems here. And you have good, strong systems here in Alberta. There are gaps. So what I said to her is, look, we want to work with you on a way that makes sense for you, that will be different from BC, different from Quebec, different from Ontario, different from PEI. But we want to work with you on a system that'll make sure that everyone in Alberta is able to access coverage for diabetes medication and for contraceptives on a prescription basis. And that's going to have a huge positive impact on communities and on our healthcare system. So the federal government isn't defining the program. We're going to sit down and work with the provinces to deliver ways that cover the gaps. And that's something that I think everyone can get behind, except apparently the federal Conservatives, but I'll leave them to explain their positioning on that.